As the Cuomo era ends in New York, what are we getting in Kathy Hochul and what are we losing in Andrew Cuomo?
Well, we turn to a guy who has known the Cuomos for decades, in fact.
Gerson Borrero is a New York One commentator and also on Spanish language HITN TV. He's also a columnist and a former editor. Welcome, Gerson. Great to have you.
Thank you so much. I'm watching the clips of myself, and I still didn't have hair then, so I'm bald now, and it's interesting to watch. And you started me thinking about the Cuomos, Mario, Andrew, the father, a philosopher, a thinker, a man of dignity who quoted the Bible, who lived by the scriptures, but also lived reality, who fought the good fights. He got into good trouble with the church and women's rights. He was ahead of his time, not that he was a saint or that much. So when I hear his son, Andrew, saying that he's at 63, from an era that he didn't understand the changes, don't be a fool, because New Yorkinos are not stupid, okay? And the accusations, a man who has 3 daughters, it is, to me personally, since I do know him for a while, since 1981, I just feel so insulted as a person. I am 70 years old. I don't do that. I have a daughter who's 37 years old. Men who mature sexually, which is part of the problem, that he should get help once he leaves. If he leaves the mansion, he's got to be able to help himself. He has to stop thinking that he controls anything. He's got to get control of his body, what is inside his cabeza. Because right now, it's not good what's there, and he still thinks he can survive this. By the way, just want to point this out to both of you sisters, that he has not handed in to the Secretary of State, who happens to be a woman, he has not handed in his letter of resignation. Until that is received and accepted by the Secretary of State, this is not official, so we got to keep.
So you don't think it's really going to happen? Because Gerson, he did say he came on in front of the cameras and said 14 days from Monday. I mean, is this just a technicality in your mind here, or do you truly think he's not going to step away? Because you did say moments ago that you were unsure if he was even going to leave the mansion. I mean, do you really feel that way?
Well, I feel this way as much as we felt. I'm going to do the comparison. It's not exaggerated if you examine the conduct. He's a sophisticated version, much more intelligent version, much more of a manipulator, and that's saying a lot, than Donald Trump. And we were all scared that he wouldn't leave. So in this sense, look at the wording. Look at what he did, the staging of this, how he had a woman, lawyer, attorney, come in and make a case for him. He lets her speak, defend him. No, these are actors. Everybody's conspiring. 11 women got together and conspired. He touched me here, she touched me there. But then he comes on and he pretends to be, I'm doing it for you. This guy is sick. He's really got mental problems in terms of power. I'm not saying that he's sick in terms of deranged or anything, but if you notice and examine, listen to him. I've been listening to Andrew Cuomo for a long time, and I'm going to tell you, you go there, the 14 days, nobody asked him. He doesn't need it. He is the boss. Kathy Hochul is a very capable public servant. She knows the deal. She knows how to walk in. She knows who to get rid of. She said it. I sort of trust her. I'm encouraged by seeing that there is quite a difference in style. Usually there is between men and women. We feel that we have to prove our macho all the time. Women are smarter. They're the strongest gender. I've been saying that for a long time, not now. In my house, I know who the boss is.
Gerson, let's talk about this power struggle you hinted at here, right? A lot of people were wondering why it took him so long to resign. There were reports that he was trying to strike some type of deal where he could possibly stay in office, maybe keep his title and work in some type of reduced capacity. You know this family, right? Do you think this is the end of their dynasty? Obviously, him trying to retain some of that legacy. And do you think Andrew Cuomo could ever actually return to political life in some capacity here?
I'll start with what you posed as a question last. If New Yorkers are stupid enough or in their infinite wisdom to elect him again to anything, then it's on us. If we're stupid in our infinite wisdom or stupidity, that we elect him for something else after his display of excessive abuse of power in general, the book deal, using staff, what he did in lying in the numbers as it's reported and has to be proven, those are investigations that have continued. And if you have the fact that his last tour was with a community that he knows, just like the Democratic Party at the national level, without the Black community support, Joe Biden wouldn't have been president. And now Andrew Cuomo realized that what did he do? His last tour was with black folks and elected officials standing by him, including the next potential mayor, probable mayor, Eric Adams. He just took everybody on a tour. But it was the black community who always been the stalwart of the Democratic Party here in New York State and throughout the country. He's not stupid. What happened? He's abandoned. 62 county leaders of the Democratic Party, the 62 counties of New York State, said, no, you have to resign.
Gerson, I got to jump in right now, just in the interest of time. I want to shift gears just a little more now to Kathy Hochul. You mentioned it sounded like you were in support of her. We heard her yesterday say she's going to clean house. Do you think she's up to the job?
I hope she's got a big broom or a good vacuum and has a man do it. He should have one of those pigs that are leaving with Andrew Cuomo clean up the mess that they made. She's got to clean house, disinfect the mansion, because in fact, it's nothing but putrid conduct by them. I have trust in her. How could I have trust that I lived long enough to see the first black president elected and the first woman in New York State taking over the governorship and probably do a better job than he did? I'm not knocking him for the 11 years, but I have a lot of faith, as other New Yorkinos who still don't know her, for this woman to take over. I hope she selects a woman. I hope it's Andrea Stewart Cousins, and have two women that we can vote for in 2022.
All right, Gerson, you're never a loss for words, that's for sure.
And I didn't even speak Spanish.
I know. We got to get you a little more riled up to do that. All right, Gerson, always good to see you. Thank you for sharing your insight.
Great seeing you.
Take care.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.